Hi again, everyone. In this video, I want to go into the exact details on how a zero profit store idea came about. So, it comes from my meditation practice idea, and yeah, I draw a one to one analogy from this old ancient meditation technique called Vipassana and how it can be applied to the economy. So if we think of economy as a body, it's time we learn to listen to it. It is a body because we humans interact with each other, and it's based on our own uh, feelings of uh, yeah, utility, selfishness, and yeah, a lot of things. I think there's a lot of activity happening in it, and yeah, it can be thought of as a body. So this is the analogy. Let's see how much sense it makes. So according to Vipassana meditation, we learn that mind generates suffering through a specific universal cycle. So there is a sensation in your body, maybe an itching, maybe a pulsation, maybe some sweating, maybe some pain, and there is a reaction to this sensation. You like it or you don't like it. And if you like it, if you really love the sensation and you want more and more of it, maybe it goes away, the sensation goes away, and then you have misery. And if there's a sensation that you don't like and it's coming in to your body, you feel a lot of pain in different parts, and you hate it, you don't like it, and it's still coming in, it causes misery. So the whole cycle is this, and sensations keep coming and going. it's it's sensations are described as the collisions happening within us between our mental structures and our physical structures. Everything is changing, the mental structure is always changing. We have different thoughts, different ideas, different, yeah, it's always changing. It's changing very rapidly also. And there's like, thinking fast and slow and fast thinking mechanisms. A lot of things are changing. And then there is body, which is changing very slowly. And when both of these structures meet, the mental and physical structures, there are sensations in your body. Yeah. So it can be dependent on your moods and what food you eat, or different things, different sensations just come and go. Sometimes you cannot control it, and our reaction is what actually we can control, and therefore we can break the cycle. This opens up a amazing opportunity to break the cycle of suffering, because reaction is in our control. So now, same thing in the economy. There are sensations of profit and loss. If you think of business as a person in this economic system, I mean, businesses are made of people, groups of people, shareholders, investors, capitalists, whatever it is. So there are profits and losses, and there is a craving for infinite growth. A company wants to grow and grow and get huge revenue streams and huge profits, make amazing wealth. Yeah. So there's infinite growth and hoarding that comes from craving. And of course, they hate losses. And when there are losses, yeah, what can you do? Cut the quality of a product, maybe. It's okay to do something unethical just to prevent losses, or mass layoffs. Lay them off, maybe automate. Let's automate everything, replace with AI a lot of jobs, of course. Yeah, to, yeah, increase our profits. And anyway, this causes misery, a lot of inequality, exploitation, anxiety. Inequality in the society: rich get richer, and if you have money, you can start businesses and hire people, because a lot of people need money for survival. They will work for you, whatever you're paying money for, of course, and then you make more money, you get more profits, and of course the inequality keeps growing. And exploitation, as I said, because people need money, you want to hire them for different kinds of jobs. Yeah. So there's a lot of dangerous jobs happening all over the planet just because people are really poor, and we live in a monetary economic system, therefore money is needed for survival, and yeah, people are exploited. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety on when you lose a job or what, and stuff like this. So for the company, it's a lot of anxiety also. The CEOs and the top executives are anxious always whether their bets will work out in their favor, or yeah, did they take a super risky gamble or whatever it is. So it's the same cycle. And as you can guess, what we can control is our reaction. What if a business could feel profit or loss and not react? And this is the question we are asking. This is the question Vipassana meditation asked. And all the Vipassana meditators sit and try to not react, try not to pass judgment that, hey, this is an amazing sensation in my body, or this is a disgusting sensation in my body. These judgments are our reactions, classifying all the time. There's this background computation happening. Oh, this good, this bad, this good, this bad. All that the Vipassana meditator is doing is not trying to classify it, is is to just observe whatever the sensation is, just to observe it without reaction. And my question is, what if we did it? When they did it, they transformed themselves. They came out of this loop, this circular, vicious cycle of suffering. They came out of it. They became more pleasant, more blissful, more aware of the reality. And what will it do to our economic system was the question. And I think we have to find it out, because that is another biggest uh, contribution by the Buddha. He said, all theories aside, put aside all your theories, you need to experience the wisdom. It cannot be it cannot be told what will happen, what the transformation will look like. And therefore it is always hard for me to say, oh, what will happen with a zero profit grocery store. I really don't want to go into those conversations, because we need to experience it. We need to start uh, building a zero profit store and experience it for ourselves. And therefore, it is really hard for me to say how the entire system will transform. But I'm definitely sure from my own meditation practice experience that, yeah, this loop of suffering is pretty real, and we have definitely identified where we can act, and therefore we must act. And it has been transformative, at least this meditation technique. And therefore I'm sure the analysis for the economic system also is kind of similar, and here is where we can act. And should it be in every business? No, it has to be in the fundamental business of the economic system, and that I feel is the food business. And therefore I want to start a zero profit grocery store. And I think that is the key idea for systemic transformation. And this is the question that we answer: why food? To change the system in a meditation process, we start with breath, you know, because it is universal, natural, happening right now. It is the foundation. So once you sit for meditation, or once you go for a 10-day Vipassana course, which is free, by the way, you should check it out definitely if you have not done it. It's free and it's life changing. And yeah, in the first 3 days, all you're asked to do is to focus on the breathing, just breathing. Yeah, just this one simple thing. And what you'll be surprised is you cannot focus so much, hardly for a minute or two, and then you're lost thinking about something, and then you have to bring yourself back. But yeah, breath is chosen because it is the most universal, natural thing, and it is the foundation that gives us life, that makes us keep alive. And it is, of course, first of all, it is free. So we are always breathing, and it's always happening. And it's the basic thing. And now the question was, what is an equivalent in the economic system? Because that's what have been, like, the solution is about trying to apply the idea of systemic transformation that is in the technique of Vipassana meditation, this simple technique that has grown so much worldwide. Uh, there is the seed of wisdom of systemic transformation in it. And yeah, what is the equivalent? And I think in the economy, our breath is food. This is the fundamental transaction that is happening in the economy. Yeah, if tomorrow food, yeah, is nowhere, let's say in the economy, the whole economy will crash. Everybody, rich or poor, has to eat food. Every human must transact with food to survive. It is our it's the most fundamental interaction with the economy. Food transactions are where essential human needs meet systemic structures. And this is also just like sensations arise from mental structures and physical structure in our body. These are the sensations that are arising all over our body because of the interaction. I feel food transactions are the equivalent of these sensations that arise when these human needs meet these systemic structures, and these food transactions are the sensations kind of uh, uh, transactions are the sensations that arise, and these transactions take the color of a profit, very craving sensations, or maybe they take the color of a loss, like we judge these transactions are good or bad based on profit or loss. Yeah. So so how would a Vipassana meditation apply to real world is, of course, uh, Vipassana Grocery Store or zero profit grocery store, and that is the equivalent. And then equanimity in Vipassana, which is not to observe, to be equanimous with every sensation that you encounter in your meditation, is directly translating into zero profit. Equanimity is zero profit. This is the one to one another analogy I'm trying to make. So yeah, so Vipassana, the meditator's role is to observe reality without blind reaction, as I told you. From this perspective, if we apply this perspective, profit is not something to be maximized or hoarded. It is a temporary surplus to be observed. So losses are simply, yeah, the feedback mechanism that you get, that hey, you didn't price things properly. So zero profit business model is the economic equivalent of equanimity. This is what I arrived at. And therefore, I feel, yeah, okay. So another table showing uh, the old reflex in the system. Of course, the system that suffers, the current system that we live in, is, yeah, there's a profit, and the reflexes, we want to hoard it and stuff. And the new system that we want to build from the foundations ground up is, yeah, having this equanimity mindset in it. And therefore, the Vipassana grocery store, or the zero profit grocery store, if you do not want to use this name, it's okay. uh, I keep changing a lot of names for me. Yeah, what's in the name, as they say. The idea is important. A rational enterprise designed to end economic suffering. It operates on three strict protocols. Okay, I wrote some more things, which is, of course, we want an open book. Everybody can see what our costs are, wages are, bills that we pay, and the profit or loss that we make. There's no black box. Everything is open. Like, it's also an open source kind of business, an open source business model. That can also be a good word for it. And yeah, we return, dana is a word in Sanskrit for generosity, or yeah. So whenever we make profit, of course, we return it back. uh, so because we don't want to maximize profit, uh, yeah, we want to be equanimous, and that means zero profit or loss, we don't make. Yeah, we don't react. And we only expand through donations, because if there are no profits to be made, how will the store expand? Only through donations. And that's how the Vipassana centers have grown all over the world. I think currently they are in 267 countries worldwide, and it started from a humble yeah, beginning at a small house in Mumbai. And everything has always been, yeah, free, this courses. and they have only grown through donation. So there is a huge power in selflessness. And yeah, trust replaces marketing. Yeah, when you return back profits, people, I think it becomes a trustworthy business. You will be known for that. And yeah, a lot of people will know about you because of this. Yeah, there's no anxiety of hunting for the greatest bargains or deals, because even if you pay more, the zero profit store is going to return you back stuff. And there will be a strong community because there will be volunteers, uh, mem- people who donate, and yeah, people who just like the idea and come here. And imagine a place with full of lot of volunteers. It will be a warmer place than a typical grocery store, I imagine. The cashier would be friendly, the people around would be friendly and helping you. At least I've seen that in some of the co-ops, food co-ops where there are volunteers. I've seen that it is a warmer place than a typical normal store. So I think, yeah, we will build something similar. uh, yeah, as I said, they can rewire the entire system as the stores grow. Not only the stores, but we can also grow back into the supply chain towards the farm from where the food actually grows and comes to these stores. Slowly through donations, we can expand not only laterally but also vertically. We can build the stack down towards the farms. And yeah, so even if you do not believe in amazing economic transformation from this idea, at least we will be able to provide nutritious food at affordable prices. So imagine the impact on global health that this can have. And yeah, I think it can truly revolutionize economics, because we are we are playing with the demand, supply, and price mechanism. Price depends on demand and supply, and we are breaking this thing. We are breaking it. Uh, so yeah, there is a hope. So current economics assumes humans are endless bits of desire. Vipassana demonstrates we are capable of observing desire without reacting. When we change the most fundamental transaction, we are planting a seed. The results are bound to come. Thank you for listening to me. I hope we can make this into a movement and somehow kickstart the project. Yeah, looking forward to your support. Thank you.